Good morning, brothers, sisters, and seekers. Oh, good morning. It's beautiful. I love the morning time. And I especially love it when it's bright and beautiful and summery. And I also used to love the morning, and I still do, but the morning time when it was, when it's not in the summer, but it's kind of dark but it's really crisp and clean. But I'm starting to get to this point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I like the sun more so than anything. I want to be somewhere tropical. I think that's how I want to live the rest of my days, right? Somewhere warm and tropical, and I'm not even talking about outside of the U.S. either. I mean, I'm even looking at, there's a few places I'm looking at. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, yes, good morning. And our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So I wanted to talk about a dream that I had last night, and we'll kind of go into the symbology of this dream and how I interpret it, what I believe it to mean, and the interpretation. And it's not long, it's very short, but in the meantime too, I'm driving to go head out to get some coffee. I have a 9 a.m. appointment. Let me say it's 8:30, so it gives me plenty of time. And I get a coffee every morning, but and it's kind of like a guilty pleasure, but what I'm going to do, I already ordered my mushroom coffee, and mushroom coffee is really good. It's really good. Now, my beloved refuses to try it, but it's actually really good. It's good for the gut. It's good for health and everything too. You get the one that has a lot of nutrients in it and everything. But once you put your creamer in there, and I like iced coffee. That's what I drink every morning. You're good to go. You're good to go. So I'm all out of it, but some should be coming today. Ordered some. So anyway, let's talk about this dream that I had. So in this dream, it was like a, I don't know, not a church, but like a, when they hold conferences, they might have it at a big old convention center, or just something it has the ability to hold a lot of people. The capacity of people can go into the thousands. Okay. And so that was what this was. And it was women, just women everywhere. These were daughters of God. And in front, at the front, was a man, unknown to me, not anyone I recognized, but he was an apostle. In the dream, I knew he was an apostle. Like, that was his title, right? So he was standing there with great authority, okay? Great authority. And he began speaking into the women, just speaking into the women. And then there was praying over the women. And it was like I said, hundreds of women. It's just women of all kind of backgrounds, every kind of background. And this man stood there in all this authority and all this power, and he began to pray and to speak over the daughters of God. And that was it. So, obviously I woke up, and it takes me a moment, kind of, okay, I got that. And I'm going to write this down too. I write my dreams down. I didn't write this one down, but, the interpretation began to come to me, because at first I'm thinking of, okay, is there going to be a specific man that's going to, get together with the women, with the daughters of God, and is that what's going to happen? But no. The symbolism was in this man. The reason he was an apostle in my dream is because of the measure of authority, okay? So that was what that meant. And that could represent, of course, Jesus. Of course, we know he's above an apostle. But what I'm saying is just, the symbolism is in the authority of that figure. And Jesus is the light of the world. I just passed a sign that says that. Amen. And you know what? And here's another one. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. Amen. to that, right? That sign's been there for a while, but and those are two churches back to back. But anyway, to get back to the dream. So this is the interpretation of that dream. Again, this figure represents authority. It represents the authority of Jesus. That's what it represents. Again, he's above apostles. However, he gives the authority to the apostles. He gave them the authority. Amen? Right. So this is the authority. That's what it was symbolizing in the dream, that the ultimate authority is speaking over the women. Okay. So he's speaking over his daughters. He's speaking over his women, and he is imparting into his women. And it was, like I said, it was prayers. I can't remember the specific prayers, but it was God putting his hand over his daughters. So be encouraged. I mean, that's all I have. I don't have anything else to say. That was the dream, but it is very encouraging. He's looking at us. Okay. He's covering us. Okay. And he's speaking over us. Okay. He's speaking over us. So we're gonna continue to do his will. We're going to continue to do his will, and to be all that he's called us to be. We're going to be all that he's called us to be. So, and this isn't something, and just to be, well, you know what? I don't even have to give that explanation. I'm just giving the dream. I'm speaking the dream. So, God bless. I'll probably be back on maybe a little bit later. I mean, I do have a lot to do, so maybe not. And let me go get this coffee so I can get my day going. Talk to y'all later. God bless.